Oh yeah. Hey. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh snap, dude! You like that one?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was the jam, bro. Love it. Hey, let's stop, man. Let's throw this thing out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Listen, double O. I don't remember when it was. We did one recording, and in one recording, I said, I don't argue with people anymore about Bitcoin adoption because we're seeing this thing happening right before our eyes. More and more companies are taking on the use of Bitcoin. More and more people are using Bitcoin. We have used Bitcoin to pay for stuff before. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You've paid for stuff with Bitcoin, no?
Starting to. I'm getting used to it now.
And when we made those payments, it felt no slower than a credit card. In fact, it felt more convenient than a credit card because I had to pay for my phone. And my phone was already in my hand. I get it, you have the tap to touch things now. But you just scan an address and you send it. This is happening today.
Ibex, if you're watching this,
Ibex,
you need to call us.
Hey, Ibex, if you're watching this, man, hit us up, man. We'll do some consulting for you, man. And we'll all help each other further our goals. Abi?
Yeah. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now, we were at Bitcoin 22 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And of course, that's back then they had this announcement. You have a range of companies here that were all going to be implementing Lightning, right? Or at least accepting Bitcoin, right? And I think that this is absolutely incredible for Bitcoin, despite the fact that we still have people who do not believe that this is going down. What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, coming from WhatsApp too, right? Because WhatsApp literally sponsored the entire show. WhatsApp,
Right.
thanks for all the free Bitcoins that you give out.
WhatsApp? I think you think Cash App.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
Cash App.
Cash App.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
Yeah.
both end with "have." My fault.
Hey.
I do that all the time. Yeah,
Hey.
Cash App, thanks for sponsoring the show. But yeah, back to the main topic though. That's a whole ton of retail investors.
Absolutely.
And you know what happens,
Absolutely.
man? So there's that cycle of what is money,
Mm-hmm.
and once you can start using money for day-to-day transaction,
Absolutely.
Bitcoin is getting there, and this is major. The adoption continues.
The adoption continues. It's good to just sometimes just stop and just recollect, right? We're taking inventory of what is happening so far. From no way not going to happen to where we are right now. And one of the biggest things that I also like to talk about, and really one of the things that is making this adoption possible, right, so far, is the Lightning Network, which is something that is, if you're not familiar with the Lightning Network, I highly recommend that you spend some time learning about Lightning. Download the Lightning wallet, right? Something that a Bitcoin app or Bitcoin wallet that has the Lightning implementation. Jeez, what a range of words to say, man. But especially at the show, we saw that with the Lightning Network, you're able to. It's sort of like a layer 2 solution, if you will, because one of the things it is a layer 2 solution, right? One of the things that people back in the day always brought up when we spoke of Ethereum was that Ethereum is much faster than Bitcoin and all these other things, and all these other blockchains are way faster. Okay,
And it's being used in the economy.
right.
for
And so,
DeFi
but
and
my
transactions.
my question has always been that if you can do all the things that all these other blockchains can do on the Bitcoin network, right, with the same speed and everything, and the decentralization which it's providing, or if you're Bitboy Crypto, the decentralization is not really there, right? Why not just do these things on Bitcoin?
I mean, there's always got to be a copycat, right? Google started, Yahoo started, and you had Google take over Yahoo.
Yeah.
It's just nature,
Yeah.
you know.
I think the
I-
adoption.
I have to say something though, real quick,
Yes.
about the Lightning Network.
Okay.
The Lightning Network is intended to be a lot more secure, like you
Mhm.
just said, decentralized. It's not a company, right?
It's
It's
not.
nodes and mining all over the place, proof of work. not proof of stake, so not somebody's money that you've saved somewhere else that everybody now have to now share or borrow. That is very, very critical when you look at the Lightning Network, right? And this is what's making everything possible. This is amazing.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely cool because it's it's built on Bitcoin, right?
Yep. I
know there's debates about how people want to use Lightning as a centralized point. Well, it's one of those things that I think it would be a battle to get through it, and I think we'll keep fighting through this battle. I don't envision a world where we all just have this aggressive shift into Bitcoin. Yeah. And then expect everything to be okay. For every action is a reaction.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, some Bitcoin maximalists, a lot of Bitcoin maximalists are so, hell bent on this idea of just doing everything at the extreme from the get go. Well, the fact of the matter is that you cannot get there without the masses, right? Mm-hmm. And this kind of goes into adoption. We need to get people to adopt this thing, and for people to adopt this thing, it needs to be usable.
Yes. Right. On this chart, though, what we're trying to convince you is that the blockchain, right, the technologies that make Bitcoin possible, there are different pieces of it, right? Mm-hmm. And when you look at Bitcoin in this blockchain hype curve, we are actually at or surpass, that slope of enlightenment. People are starting to say, oh, wow, this makes sense. Right? When you look at Web3 is still, or the decentralized web is still in the innovation stage, right?
This is true.
Decentralized exchange, that's still in the innovation phase. But Bitcoin is already at the slope of enlightenment. Usually most investors start jumping into it in this phase.
Absolutely. I think we're still very early, to be honest. We're very early into Bitcoin, and it's really difficult to be late. You only buy for a much higher price. I'll tell you what we're looking at here. Obviously, there is this point where you have massive inflow, right, into any asset, right, in that adoption phase. This is a point where you can pull something like the idea of reaching critical mass, right? Critical mass theory, or what is the other one called? Network effects, right? Where more leads to more. I think that we're definitely at a point. I will not say necessarily critical mass right now for Bitcoin, but I would say we're very close. Because I think where we are right now is going to be very difficult to reverse. I don't think it can be reversed. What do you think?
Well, you have a company like Half the Chain Capital saying that you invest in this phase. Again, we're not financial advisors. I would say we got in a bit at the beginning of this phase, not the too early phase, which is not bad. Institutional adoption started about 2.5% rate of Bitcoin in the market. And right now we have about 16% as of 2022. So this is still kind of not too late if you were thinking or considering about investing. So you're probably going to get it at a good price if you were thinking of investing. Again, we're not financial advisors, but based on the numbers, based on the technical mathematics behind it, it's not too late, basically.
Okay. I still think we're very early. But there's also something I want to ask you real quick, because obviously we're almost already done with this video. But what does a financial advisor do?
Well, number one, you need the license.
Look, what is the job? What is the job of a financial advisor?
To tell you or help you allocate your assets.
Okay. How relevant is that today? I'm just
you can do that by yourself.
Serious question. I'm just serious question.
Well, people have jobs out there, man. Don't take their bread and butter away from them.
I understand. Listen, man, I'm not saying that anyone should not do anything they want to do. You can do anything you want to do. I'm just asking how relevant it is to be a financial. Because I'm just saying it because like this whole, not financial advice. I get it. But listen, if I tell you not to cross the street, okay, I don't need to be a traffic enforcement officer not to tell you if you cross the street, you get hit by a truck.
You get a jaywalking ticket.
You know
They just never give it to
But,
you.
listen, man, sometimes, man, I just have these thoughts that cross my mind. Here's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. We have the biggest of the biggest companies adopting Bitcoin right now, right? AT&T, Twitch, Microsoft. We know Wikipedia was very, very early in the game, right? And of course, Amazon, even though they don't take payments for Bitcoin yet, do they?
Not directly. They use another app.
Yeah. So I think, look, we're just kind of taking I guess just sort of like an overview of where we stand right now compared to where we were maybe say a year ago or 2 years ago with Bitcoin, right? For an asset that we're steadily reading articles about how Bitcoin is horrible, has no value, going to zero. I mean, constant destruction of Bitcoin in the media. It's interesting that at the same time, this asset that has no value, going to zero, absolutely useless, is being adopted by the most valuable companies with the most smart people in them across the world. I mean, what do you say to that? How does one respond to that?
Well, if you're the audience and you're watching and you probably read the news and the World Economic Forum tells you, oh, it promotes greed, then you gotta ask yourself the question, are they trying to protect their wallets, protect their control, or do you see what's actually going on in the markets? That's up to you to decide.
Absolutely. Well,
we showed you all the data. We've given you all the info.
All we can do is show the information because we're also experiencing this journey along with everyone, right?
Yeah.
So, look, we enjoy doing this every day, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoy the videos, please do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends. We really appreciate that. Until next time, please let us know in the comments what else you'd like to see. Let us know if you think Bitcoin is going to the moon, right? Or maybe it's going to zero. Maybe it still has no use case for you. We'd like to talk about it in the comments.
Or if you're buying Bitcoin, just let us know.
Hey, listen, if you're not buying Bitcoin, okay, let me know so that I can buy some for you as well. I will just hold it though, for all of us. See, there we go. Exactly. So, well, that was fun. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Brazen out.
00 out.
I want to go out with something respectable. You understand, my brother? Yes.